Brought to you by Gamezy. Win up to rupees 5 crores every day. Download the app now.
Welcome back. It's time to check in with the latest happenings in the IPL 2022. And for now, at least, the focus is going to be on yesterday's epic match between the Royal Challengers Bangalore and Chennai Super Kings. Now, it's a well-known fact that this match is quite the rivalry for fans of both teams. It is often, sometimes tongue-in-cheek, sometimes in a very serious manner, referred to as both the Kaveri Derby as well as the Ashes of the South. And while the players do often compete harder against each other in this particular encounter, what is worth noting is that, off the field at least, there is a lot of camaraderie that is shared between all these players, as is evidenced by the fact that across social media, each of the players were very kind, very respectful to one another, and this is something, as I said, the proof exists on social media. So on this one particular video shared by the Chennai Super Kings, we can see there's a nice little video of Virat Kohli and Ruturaj Gaikwad actually standing together, sharing a few things. Doubtless Kohli would be giving the youngsters some tips. Of course, Ruturaj would be more than happy to, having learned from MS Dhoni, to actually be picking up a few tips from King Kohli himself. So what would you give to be a fly on the wall to hear out what is being discussed in this particular little talk? But Ruturaj wasn't the only Chennai youngster that Virat Kohli sought out, as we can see here. He actually took a picture with Mukesh Chaudhary, and he did have the Chennai youngster didn't have the best of games yesterday. His bowling was a little expensive. He put down catches, but Dhoni also went out of his way to go and comfort him. And it's nice to see that Kohli is also more than happy to oblige, take this nice little picture with him, and doubtless probably told him to keep going at it, and that things would turn around for him. But as I said, it's not really the end of the camaraderie, because even the Royal Challengers Bangalore guys got in on the action. You can see a nice little picture here of England teammates Chris Jordan and Moeen Ali posing alongside, of course, Virat Kohli. Lest we forget, Moeen has actually played under Kohli in the past, so this friendship not exactly the most surprising thing in the world. And of course, there is Dinesh Karthik sitting alongside other players from Chennai as well. So plenty of love being shared, even though the match that was contested was fiercely contested, as was seen by the fact that despite actually losing wickets on a regular basis, RCB did end up coming pretty close to the actual target in hand, and one only wonders what could have happened if they had kept their cool. But that's another story for another particular time. Of course, given that the IPL season is in full swing, it's not just these teams who are active, but other teams are also out there, and we always want to highlight some of the good content that they put out. And so Punjab Kings posted this very interesting little video on their captain Mayank Agarwal actually having a nice little go at the bat in the batting sessions in the nets, and he's timing them pretty clean. And Punjab Kings fans will doubtless be hoping that their skipper can actually finally come good when it matters the most in the middle of the field, because Punjab have had quite the mixed start to the IPL thus far, and they could sure do with their skipper getting among the runs, firing on track when it matters the most. Also, 10 out of 10 for their pun game, because you have fiery, and you think, what was the fire emoji you stand for? So that would be AAG. So fiery AAG Arwal. Good one. Admin, we see you. And that would be it for now, at least. Thank you so much for joining us in this latest edition of the IPL News Wrap, and us checking in on what is happening in the league and with all the franchises. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're not just covering the IPL, we are covering the most exciting things happening in sports the world over, and in a very unique way. So do stay tuned to the channel. Thank you very much. Goodbye.